Welcome to Campfire Wisdom. Grab a seat around the fire and tell us your story.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Campfire Wisdom. You know, this is what I'm doing these days. Spending time behind a desk here in my classroom, but I'm always very much thinking about this, right? Getting outdoors, finding an opportunity to, like I always say, wake up beneath the stars. It's been a while, and I wasn't even really sure how I would begin this video, right? How I was going to come back to creating content, but I missed it. So for the last 9 months, I've been in this classroom. It's my first year of teaching. I absolutely love it. It's definitely the calling that I've been looking for. My students are amazing. They're awesome. They're a challenge, but they're all good kids, and I really enjoy being here. And if there's one thing that teaching has taught me is that as a teacher, I need to really focus on the experiences that are going to stick with my children, right? Wow, I call them my children, my kids. My students, that's what I mean to say. But isn't that funny? I take ownership of that reality, the fact that I do see them as like, I want them to connect with something that I'm giving them. And it's made me really think and rethink the way that I'm doing this channel. Because as I've stepped away, because I've been so busy, now that I'm coming back to it, I want to be very intentional about what I'm gonna do. Because to be honest, in the last 9 months, I get off work and the last thing I'm thinking about is putting together an episode or doing this and that. I'm thinking about my lesson plans. And then I'm also thinking about when I'm home, I want to be present for my kids and my family. Something I've been thinking about a lot lately is I want to get back into camping. Obviously, in the last 9 months, it's been very busy. The extent of camping that I've done has been in my backyard, right? And I love that. And I'm enjoying that, but I want to get outdoors, right? I want to be out here. I want to wake up beneath the stars. I want to smell that air. I want to wake up in the middle of the night and hear all the crickets around me. I want to hear the crackle of the fire. I want to smell like a campfire at the end of the day. I talk about creating experiences for my students, right? Well, I want to create experiences for my family and my kids. And when I was a kid, we loved camping. We had a pop-up camper, it was a Starcraft, and we had this Dodge van. It was actually, I think the van was customized by Starcraft also, but it was a conversion van, and we would tow the pop-up trailer in the middle of the forest, go camping, and man, there's such good times. I remember popping up the camper, pushing out the beds, eating meals at the table, right? Washing your hands. We didn't have a bathroom in the pop-up at that time, so we'd pee and poop in a can. We just had a can that we slid under the table. But the beds were comfortable, and I think I want to create that for my family. So, and that's where the whole conversation about a rivian fits in, right? Now I'm looking at not only the rivian from a responsible EV standpoint, but the rivian from a capability standpoint as far as towing, right? So that's made me kind of rethink a little bit as far as cost, investment, things like that, because I don't want to get something that's not going to handle what I want to do with the family. So that's kind of a new element I want to bring to the channel, talking about camping, EVs, but also in particular this future goal of a pop-up camper. So I'm going to add that to it. We're going to put some content in there. I don't know who we is, but I'm going to put some content out there about that. So I think that'll be fun. When I first started Campfire Wisdom, it was all about creating a campfire experience for my audience. And this is me coming back here, right? And not with a perfect plan or perfect schedule, but a better idea about how I want to do things moving forward. I want to get out more frequently. I want to include how my family is going to solve the problem of a vehicle that will meet our needs. Make sure that's future-proofed for any type of camping or trailering that we might do moving forward. And these are the kind of decisions that I'm looking at. And I'll invite you too. I don't know if you've got something that you're working on in your life or your personal life, work life that's distracting you. Maybe there's a big decision you have to make relative to that. Maybe you're trying to get outdoors more frequently as well. I'd love to hear about it. Until then, I hope you get a chance to get outside and wake up beneath the stars. Bye-bye.
It's only
Campfire Wisdom is brought to you from the hills of Rancho Cucamonga. We'd like to thank the men and women that protect our national parks and forests. You make this journey possible. Theme music by Sean Cromwell.